Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into Truth FM 96.1.
what's the meaning of the black barrel?
The black barrel is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize.
Good evening from the News Center at the Renaissance Communications Incorporated. Welcome to News Desk 45 minutes of news about Liberia and other parts of the world. In the top stories we are following tonight, political drama over attempt to remove Speaker Kofa intensified with two separate sections held on Tuesday, but the embattled Speaker vows to resist attempts to remove him unlawfully. Minister Works ravages claims of using 22 million United States dollars for road rehabilitation, says only $8.9 million has been disbursed to the ministry. Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission confirms it has received 14,800 United States dollars from Representative Luther Collins as evidence in a bribery allegation involving some members of the House of Representatives. And off the home front, Russia launches an investigation into reports that a cargo plane with Russian crew was shot down in Sudan, according to the BBC. The details of these developments, including the news bulletin, voices of the newsmakers, sports, are all part of this presentation. We're taking a short break to be back.
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into Truth FM 96.1.
Up next is the bulletin of news with Nakita Roberts. Good evening, Nakita.
Good evening, Maka, and good evening, everyone. Embattled Speaker Fanati Kofa has vowed to resist any attempt to remove him unlawfully. He said any process aimed at ousting him must be done in line with the Constitution and the rules of the House of Representatives. Speaker Kofa explained that the House's rules are clear, that plenary is the highest decision-making body of the legislature, which consists of the Speaker presiding and the members, and in the absence of the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker. He added that in the absence of the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, the members shall elect a Speaker pro tempore who presides over the majority. Speaker Kofa said any process outside of these established rules will be resisted, and he is prepared to face the consequences. He spoke Tuesday during a session in the mid-chamber of the House of Representatives, where only 32 members were in attendance. Speaker Kofa abruptly adjourned the session due to the lack of quorum after his mandate to the sergeant at arms to move to the offices of members who were absent to compel them to attend session was unsuccessful. Meanwhile, pressures continue to mount on Speaker Fanati Kofa to resign as the majority bloc, comprising 43 members of the House of Representatives, held a separate session on Tuesday. The sessions was held in the joint chamber of the legislature, with Maghibi County District 5 Representative Clarence Guy presiding and Moserado County District 2 Representative Sekou Konen as co-presiding. During the section, the anti-Kofa bloc voted to have Deputy Speaker Thomas Falla present in their chamber on Thursday. According to them, if Deputy Speaker Falla fails to appear and preside over their section, he will also be removed as Deputy Speaker in line with the House's rules. The 43 members of the House also voted to have the Chief Clerk and Secretariat of the House in their chamber on Thursday to perform their duties as the majority bloc will conduct business of the House. The Ministry of Public Works has refuted claims of using 22 million United States dollars for road rehabilitation as part of President Bouakar's 100 days road intervention. The ministry on Tuesday presented its assessment on the Unity Party-led government intervention on roads since taking over. Speaking at a news conference, Deputy Public Works Minister for Rural Development, Josilia Tapla, said the ministry has so far used $8.9 million, contrary to speculation of using $22 million. According to her, the ministry has paid some of the vendors over 50% of funds to provide maintenance for some of the road corridors. Madam Tabla further clarified that the 22 million road intervention is a 2-year project that is expected to end in April 2026. For his part, Public Works Minister Roland Giddings said the ministry on his watch has signed up to the Open Government Initiative, thus calling on the media to always seek clarity before publishing information about the ministry. Minister Giddings further disclosed that the Public Works Ministry has put in place measures to mitigate flooding and proper road maintenance for the next rainy season. The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, LACC, has confirmed it has received $14,800 from Representative Luther Collins as evidence of bribery involving some members of the House of Representatives. LACC Executive Chairperson Councillor Alexandra Zoe said Representative Collins also filed a complaint accusing 47 members of the House of Representatives for taking bribes to sign the resolution to remove Speaker Fonati Kofa. According to Councillor Zoe, the money will be used as evidence in their ongoing investigation of bribery. Confirming the receipt of the money on Tuesday on the Truth Breakfast Show, the LACC boss assured the public that the investigation will be done speedily. She noted that even before the Bapulu County representatives complained, the LACC had been informed about the alleged bribery and was in the process of initiating. Riverview County Senator Jonathan Sombier has written plenary regarding compensation for families of the Nico Ivanka victims. In the communication, Senator Sombier stated that the issue about compensating the families of those who died in the Nico Ivanka shipwreck in 2021 has overstayed and nothing has been done. The boat accident involved about 12 persons, including WASP staff, police officers, and others who were transporting materials for the conduct of the national exam in July 2021. Speaking Tuesday at the Senate, Riverview County Senator Jonathan Sombier said the government needs to realize that those who lost their lives are Liberians and their families must not be abandoned. His communication was read in Tuesday's session by the Secretary of the Senate, Nambula Sembre. Reacting to the communication, majority members of the Senate welcomed the idea and recommended that the compensation for victims' families be captured in the 2025 national budget. Grand Jida County Senator Thomas Yaya Nimne has urged the Senate to summon Civil Service Agency's Director General Josiah Jokai to explain why he shut down the payment of government employees' salaries through the mobile money system. Senator Nimne, in his communication, said the decision taken by the CSA boss to pay civil servants through bank rather than mobile money transfer is troubling. According to him, the new decision poses serious challenges to people residing in counties that lack banking institutions. The Grand Jida County Senator communication read in section by the Secretary of the Senate, Nambula Sembre, wants the Senate to invite the CSA boss to state reasons behind his decision. After the reading of the communication, Senator Thomas Yaya Nimne took the stand to explain reasons behind his decision to invite the CSA Director General Josiah Jokai. Communication was immediately endorsed after deliberations in a session presided over by the President of the Senate, Vice President Jeremiah Combe. And away from Liberia, the Russian embassy in Sudan says it is investigating reports that a cargo plane with a Russian crew was shot down in Darfur, a key battleground in the civil war between the army and the paramilitary rapid support forces. The aircraft was on a mission to deliver equipment and medicine to the army health city of health official, military sources told Sudanese media. On Monday, the RSF said it had downed a Russian-made plane flown by the Egyptian military that it accused of bombing civilians, though it was identified as an Antonov. Egypt denies accusations that it has been providing military support to Sudan's army during the 18-month conflict. That's our RCN News Bulletin. Is back to you, Maka.
Ria TV, True FM.
Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV.
Into Truth FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrel?
The black bearer is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in your grateful manner, we'll keep your later like
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
Nikita Roberts for bringing us the news bulletin tonight. It is a regular feature here on News Desk. If you're just joining us, you are listening to 45 minutes of news from the News and Current Affairs Department here at the Renaissance Communications Incorporated. In one of the top stories we are following tonight, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission confirms it has received $14,800 United States dollars from Representative Luther Collins as evidence in the bribery allegation involving some members of the House of Representatives. Let's take our first development. Pressure continues to mount on House Speaker Funati Kofa to resign as the majority bloc comprising 43 members of the House of Representatives held a separate section on Tuesday. The section was held in the joint chamber of the legislature, with Margibi County District 5 Representative Clarence Gar presiding and Mansarado District 2 Representative Sekou Konen as co-presiding. During the section, the anti-Kofa bloc voted to have Deputy Speaker Thomas Fala present in their chamber on Thursday to preside over the section as provided by the House's rules. Here is Acting Chief Clerk James Toby reading their communication. Acting Chief Clerk James Tobey also read another communication by the 43-member majority bloc mandating the Chief Clerk of the House and the Secretariat to appear in their chamber on Thursday to perform their duties. James Tobey is the acting chief clerk during the section of the majority block of the House of Representatives on Tuesday, reading various communications during their section, presided over by Representative Clarence Garr as presiding officer. Meanwhile, embattled Speaker Fonate Kofa has vowed to resist any attempt to remove him unlawfully. He said any process aimed at ousting him must be done in line with the Constitution and the rules of the House of Representatives, warning legislative staffers to stay clear of the ongoing fight in the House of Representatives. Speaker Kofa, who abruptly adjourned a section that was held by 32 members of the House due to lack of quorum after his mandate to the Sergeant at Arms to move to the offices of those absent and compel them to attend. Section was unsuccessful, said he would not allow any unlawful action to lead to his removal as Speaker of the House of Representatives. He is embattled House Speaker Fonate Kofa there speaking when he abruptly joined a section of just 32 members of the House on Tuesday during separate section as the battle over his removal intensified at the House of Representatives. The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission has confirmed it has received 14,800 United States dollars from Representative Luther Collins as evidence of bribery involving some members of the House of Representatives. LACC Executive Chairperson Councillor Alexandra Zoe said Representative Collins also filed a complaint accusing 47 members of the House of taking bribes to sign the resolution to remove Speaker Fonate Kopa. According to Councillor Zoe, the money will be used as evidence in their ongoing investigation of bribery. She spoke Tuesday on the Truth Breakfast show.
Was received by the LCC and was issued. It is going to be used as evidence during our investigation and possible prosecution where necessary. We also presented a formal complaint complaining of alleged bribery during the final resolution of the remote speaker. Before he even came, these are things that have already come to our attention, and so we reviewed the complaints and we are not achieved. Currently, we are in the process of, to launch a full-scale investigation. Because it is one of the things for the territories, I'd say that the only thing we have for the 7 days, suspension will be a resolution. I say it's not possible to plan. It will be almost something to be able to tie the resolution to receipt of 15,000 each by people on that resolution. So it's a process. We're not able to do it. We'll be able to look and pick out, those representatives that are civilians to the investigation. Considering the nature of this matter, also we expect the other citizens to conclude the investigation. But the investigation can process with our best to make sure that it is concluded immediately. At this point, I do not want to put a time to it because we are working on other law enforcement agencies. As I stated, I don't want to put a time to it. What I want to ensure the process that will be speedily done.
She is the executive chairperson of the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, Councillor Alexandra Zoe, there speaking Tuesday on the Truth Breakfast show. The Ministry of Public Works has refuted claims of using 22 million United States dollars for road rehabilitation as part of President Boakai's 100 days road intervention. The ministry on Tuesday presented its assessment on the United Party-led government's intervention on roads since taking over. Speaking at a news conference, Deputy Public Works Minister for Rural Development, Josilia Tapla, said the ministry has so far used $8.9 million, contrary to speculation that it has used $22 million for road rehabilitation across the country. She is Deputy Public Works Minister Josilia Tapla there speaking For his part, Public Works Minister Roland Giddens said the ministry under his watch has signed up to the Open Government Initiative, thus calling on the media to always seek clarity before publishing information about the ministry. Minister Giddens further disclosed that the Public Works Ministry has put in place measures to mitigate flooding and proper road maintenance for the next reading season.
That's why over the last 8-9 months, there hasn't been anything in the press, document in the press, that looks like it's a secret document. We don't keep secret evidential documents. Everything is written. And that's why I made this information for this one, for the 22 million specified for contracts. 22 million, the contract of the all for 2 years, 12 contracts. But we didn't spend it for 9 million. And we keep saying that, so people know. So the other government needs to do the continue. Almost all the people back.
Here's Public Works Minister Roland Giddens there speaking. Earlier on, you listened to the Deputy Minister for Rural Development, Josilia Tapla. They spoke on Tuesday when the ministry presented its assessment of the road intervention report in Monrovia. With exactly half past the hour mark, this is a reminder you are listening to News Desk, 45 minutes of news production from the News and Current Affairs Department here at the Renaissance Communications Incorporated. The top stories we are following tonight: political drama over attempt to remove Speaker Fonati Kofa intensifies with 2 separate sections held on Tuesday, but a battled Speaker vows to resist attempts to remove him unlawfully. Ministry of Public Works rubbishes claims of using 22 million United States dollars for road rehabilitation, says only $8.9 million has been disbursed to the ministry. Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission confirms it has received 14,800 United States dollars from Representative Luther Collins as evidence in a bribery allegation involving some members of the House of Representatives. And of the home front, Russia launches an investigation into reports that a cargo plane with Russian crew was shot down in Sudan, according to the BBC. At this point, we will take a short break to be right back.
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Myean TV.
YouTube, True FM, 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in a welcome manner, we'll keep your plate.
Thanks for rejoining us. Let's cross over now to Naomi Tapia to bring us sports tonight. Good evening, Naomi.
Good evening. Maka, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Fashion of Life. CAF President Dr. Patrick Musipi is stressing the need for more support and involvement of African governments and the private sectors in the game at the ongoing CAF General Assembly, which is taking place in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Our reporter Erin Batafoyan is closely following this year's CAF General Assembly, and he now reports. Many thanks to Erin Batafoyan for a report. Liverpool will without Diego Jota for Wednesday's Champions League match at RB Leipzig after the forward suffered a chest injury against Chelsea. Jota was forced off during the first half of Sunday's Premier League game after being brought down by Blues defender Tosin. Goalkeeper Alisson, defender Conor Bradley, midfielder Harvey Elliott, and forward Federico Chiesa have also missed out on the trip to Germany, with Liverpool attempting to make it 3 wins from 3 in the Champions League. Chiesa has been restricted to just 3 appearances since the summer move from Juventus, and Slot says it would take some time before the Italian fully adjusts to English football. And finally, 5-time Premier League winner Patrick Evra says the future at Manchester United is not bright, with his whole club having been in a chaos for more than a decade. The Old Trafford side last won the league title in 2013, the last season under the legendary manager Sir Alex Ferguson, and sit 12th in the table under current boss Eric Ten Hag. Ever left a year after Ferguson, and a former France captain believes United are still counting the cost of losing such trophy-winning experience. During Everett's time, Manchester United were the dominant force in English football. He now believes they have been overtaken not just but not just their cross-city rivals Manchester City, but also the likes of Liverpool and Arsenal. In addition to the poor on-field performance, United's owners have been criticized over the news last week that Ferguson will leave his role as a club ambassador at the end of the season. Evra believes the League Cup and FA Cup won by Ten Hag across his two full seasons in charge are not enough for a club of United's stature and thinks the lack of recent silverware shows it is time for those in charge at Old Trafford to embrace a full rebuild. That's all from our sports desk.
Ria TV, True FM.
C'est Ria TV, True FM.
On Via TV.
Into Truth FM 96.1.
Well, thanks to Naomi Tapia for bringing us post tonight on News Dex. In more news, River G County Senator Jonathan Sobwe has written plenary regarding compensation for families of the Nico Ivanka victims. In the communication, Senator Sobwe stated that the issue about compensating the families of those who died in the Nico Ivanka shipwreck in 2021 has long overdue and nothing has been done. The boat accident involved about 12 persons, including WIAC staff, police officers, and others who were transporting materials for the conduct of the national exams in July 2021. Speaking Tuesday at the Senate, River County Senator Jonathan Sobwe said the government needs to realize that those who lost their lives were Liberians and their families must not be abandoned. His communication was read in Tuesday's section by the Secretary of the Liberian Senate, Nambolo Sengwe. A communication from River County Senator Jonathan Sobwe there being read in section on Tuesday by the Secretary of the Senate, Nambolo Sengwe. Reacting to the communication, majority members of the Senate welcomed the idea and recommended that the compensation for victims' families be captured in the 2025 national budget. Njida County Senator Thomas Yaya Nimle has urged the Senate to summon Civil Service Agency's Director General Josiah Jokai to explain why he shut down the payment of government employees' salaries through the mobile money system. Senator Nimle, in his communication, said the decision taken by the CSA boss to pay civil servants through banks rather than the mobile money transfer is troubling. According to him, the new decision poses serious challenges to people residing in counties that lack banking institutions. Is Grand Judea County Senator Thomas Yaya Nimland there speaking in section on Tuesday, urging the Senate to summon CSA Director General Josiah Jokai to explain why he closed the payment of government workers' salaries through the mobile money system, urging them to open bank accounts. Well, folks, this is how we love to go home on tonight's presentation of News Decks. It has been a 45-minute news package from the News and Current Affairs Department here at the Renaissance Communications Incorporated. But as we take leave of you, these are the top stories followed. Political drama over attempts to remove Speaker Fonate Kofa intensified with 2 separate sections held on Tuesday, but the embattled Speaker vows to resist attempts to remove him unlawfully. Ministry of Public Works rubbish claims of receiving $22 million United States dollars for road rehabilitation, says only $8.9 million has been disbursed to the ministry. Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission confirms it has received $14,800 United States dollars from Representative Luther Collins as evidence in the bribery allegation involving some members of the House of Representatives. And out of Liberia, Russia launches an investigation into reports that a cargo plane with Russian crew was shot down in Sudan, according to the BBC. Many thanks to all of you for your listening. Real thanks to our reporters, correspondents, and all those who helped to make this edition of News Decks a success. Thanks for watching us live on Real TV on Facebook. Nakita Roberts read for us the bulletin of news tonight. Naomi brought you news from the sporting world. Cooper Sangas had a control and coordinated the sounds. Myean Torgbean has been behind the cameras. My name is Marka Davis. Thanks to our sponsors, Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. Good night.
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV.
Into Truth FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in a respectful manner, we'll keep your plate alive.
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
News Summary of 12. My name is Hansen Derek represent. Welcome to News and Analysis 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life that what you see. I have a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life that what I live. You know, with my family and
I have a lot of interest in the health sector, the educational sector, and the agriculture sector. Roads, connecting roads in this country.
We are calling international community to come to intervene for us because, like I just stated previously, we don't know who to trust.
Always make sure to turn on to our
Ria TV and listening to Truth FM 96.1.